week with obviously familiar quarterback, but having to change again. What's that like for you?
Yeah, it's really part of the game. Things happen in the National Football League all the time. Just guys being prepared and ready to go. Next man up mentality.
How up to speed is Tim Boyle?
Tim's doing a nice job. He's catching up to speed as fast as he possibly can. But he's a great worker. He's been awesome in the QB room, and he'll be prepared for sure.
Like you could give, if he's needed in the game, you could give him the full playbook.
Well, I don't want to get into the hypotheticals of it, but that's what he's prepping for. Absolutely.
You guys, I guess, how many snaps in practice is he, first team reps, is he taking?
I wouldn't say many, that's for sure.
Is he taking any? Just in preparation, given the flux that you
guys
have had.
The life of a backup quarterback is different than the starter. You're visualizing, you're doing a lot of reps on the side field. You got to take those mental reps because there's just not enough to go around. And you get to this part of the season, and the rep count even gets kind of shrunk just because of the wear and tear of the guys. So, the life of a backup is a difficult position, but you got to be prepared, and because you're one play away.
Mike, Baltimore's always been known for their defense. How surprising is it to see that last against the pass, and what do you see in this defense?
Yeah, this is a talented front with a lot of really good coaches and good players. And so, I think the pass numbers are kind of misleading. Their offense is putting up a lot of points, so it's forcing, their opponent to kind of throw it on them just to stay in the game. So this is a really good defense, both in the run and the pass. So we got to be able to go in there, play fast, execute, and our guys are preparing to do that.
Mike, if you don't mind, Kyle Hamilton, the way they use him, is it similar to the way that Mike McDonald used him last year when you look at them on film?
He's everywhere. He's all over the field. He plays safety. He plays, nickel. He plays inside backer. And he is a talented player. He can handle all that. He's a smart player out of Notre Dame. I remember watching him a couple of years ago, in that first round, just, as you're peeking at guys that are potentially, going to be in that first round order. So both offensively and defensively, and I know guys that, we liked him a lot, and he was a good player.
Thank you.
You said that the pass numbers for them are high because they're, other teams are playing catch up. Are the run numbers low because other teams are not running as much?
Yeah, I just say those numbers are just a little misleading. This is a talented defense that still gets a lot of production. They do it, 4-man rush with a 5-man rush. They do it with a 6-man rush. They have cover zero. They have a bunch of different schemes and pressures they can get to. Their third down package, can be extensive at times. So, we just got to be dialed into it and communicate. We're at home, so we'll have the opportunity to use cadence if we need to. But communication will always be at a premium.
You guys have had I'm sorry, I don't have the exact number, but it's at the bottom of the league in red zone turnovers. Why do you think that is? Is it something? Does the play calling need to be more cautious in that situation, red zone situation? Why are they up in red zone where a turnover is the worst?
Yeah, I think it goes back to just the fundamentals of ball security. Whether it's in the fundamentals of the ball carrier, or it's tip passes, or it's decision making, all of those things kind of account for turnovers. And when you get into the red zone, especially, it's a condensed field, so all of those things happen. Everything happens a little bit faster. The windows become tighter. The defense adds, kind of adds a 12th man as the back end line. So everything's condensed, and so we got to make sure we're precise with our ball placement, precise with our run blocking, our schemes, getting downhill and attacking. But we're trying to score, and that's the thing. It's you're trying to score the ball, and if it gets picked and doesn't go your way, then that's kind of how those turnovers happen. But we got to be more disciplined down there and make sure that it doesn't happen.
What did you see from Daniel Bellinger? Obviously got a bigger opportunity, and he became more of a factor, at least in the pass game, for sure.
Yeah, Belly's a guy we've leaned on here for the last couple of years, so it was nothing new to us. And Bellinger's always going to do a good job no matter what his role is, whether it's not getting a lot of touches, whether it's getting a lot of touches and being a part of the pass game, the run game. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife in that respect, where he can play a bunch of different positions.